I saw my target, I saw Toni Storm, a damaged, disheveled woman, and I made my mark. And now, I get to wrestle at Wembley Stadium. I thought the best place to finally kill Toni Storm would be All In. I love that she gave me everything, but she does have one more gift for me, and I think she's going to give it to me at Wembley.
Oh, Mariah May, a very vile, very vicious woman.
Mariah May, thank you so much for joining Sunsport here today.
Of course, thank you for having me.
No, it's a pleasure to have you here. Obviously, we're talking about All In, Wembley Stadium,
Yes.
August 25th. Mariah May, you're going to be taking on Toni Storm for the AEW Women's Championship. I mean, how much are you looking forward to, and I'll say it openly, beating the hell out of her?
I mean, I already did it once, and it was great. Now I'm looking for the grand finale in my hometown, so I'm very excited to not only become the women's world champion, but also to finally put to bed Toni Storm.
I mean, obviously you turned on her, and it was shocking for everyone, apart from, I imagine, yourself, because I imagine you've been planning it for a while. Was there a specific moment where, like, you knew that was going to be the case, where you knew that was going to be the plan, where you decided fully that that's what you wanted?
Honestly, I was just having a lot of fun seeing how far I could take it with Toni, because I don't know if you've noticed, she's not really with it. And then Tony Khan said that if you won the Owen Hart Foundation tournament, you would go on to Wembley Stadium, and I thought the best place to finally kill Toni Storm would be All In. It would be our biggest show in front of my family at Wembley Stadium. So there was a certain point when I decided, yeah, I've had enough of Toni Storm being in black and white. I want to bring her into Technicolor. So I did it at Calgary, and as I said, her final curtain call will be at Wembley.
And you mentioned, of course, in our auditions, the fact that you had to wear her gear for so long. I mean, like, when you decided to turn on her, and you were still obviously wearing that gear, was that tough? Was it tough to put the gear on at that point?
No. I love dressing up as Toni Storm. I love wearing her skin, wearing her costumes. I love that she gave me everything, but she does have one more gift for me, and I think she's going to give it to me at Wembley.
And now, obviously, anyone who watches AEW will have seen that Toni's become like a little unhinged, more so since you turned on her. Does that concern you at all? The fact that she's now a little wilder?
No, I think it's fun to watch.
Watch the drama unfold.
Just watch a woman fall apart, and the more she falls apart, the easier it will be for me at Wembley. So go ahead, unravel, keep making your jokes and coming out with the weird wet hair and the makeup all over your face. Go as crazy as you can. Just makes my job that much easier.
And this is something I'm sure you've thought about a lot. Obviously, Toni, her entire persona is this movie star character, this Hollywood elite character. What about the Mariah May movie? What would that be called? What would we expect? Again,
it would be
Wembley
all about Mariah, and it would be a one-woman show starring the glamour, Mariah May, and it would be an Oscar-winning hit.
Of course. And you're, of course, someone who is full of confidence, and rightly so, for all you've achieved. Before we start recording off camera, I mentioned that me and you have spoken once before, 3 years ago, before you joined AEW, before you went out to Japan. What would that Mariah May say if she saw you now with all you've achieved?
She would say, "You did it! You took the easiest and smartest way straight to the top. I heard you tell Nigel it was a quick rise, and you're right. It was, and I get it. You know, I went to Japan, I went to the dojos, I wrestled all over Europe, and it was gross. But I've had a faster rise than any other person in wrestling. And you want to know why? It's because I'm smart. I saw my target, I saw Toni Storm, a damaged, disheveled woman, and I made my mark. And now, I get to wrestle at Wembley Stadium."
Yeah, absolutely. You deserve it fully. I mean, it's been an incredible journey for you. I mean, what about in terms of being in that ring at Wembley Stadium? I mean, like, I'm sure you've pictured it many times. How good is it going to feel standing in that ring, obviously holding the AEW Women's Championship aloft, Toni lying on the mat beneath you? How good is that going to feel in that moment after, again, the sort of 3-year journey that you've been on?
I think it's just going to be a very satisfying conclusion. Like you said, I'm going to be holding the AEW Women's World Champion, but the best part is Toni Storm will finally be finished.
And for yourself, of course, We mentioned you've been here for a week, so like, you know, seeing family and enjoying being back in the UK, which is obviously something I appreciate now you don't get to do as much of. What are the things that Mariah May misses about you? Obviously, like you're the glamour, and there are lots of glamorous places in America. I don't know if London quite holds up, but is there anywhere that is glamorous enough for Mariah here in London?
Not really. Don't really get the fascination with the whole fish and chips. Food is pretty gross. The weather's awful. It's kind of hot right now and we don't have aircon. So no, I can't say that I missed it, but it was nice to see my family, get them ready for Wembley Stadium when I'm going to murder Toni Storm.
I was going to say, have you given them the game plan? Do they know what to expect?
We've discussed it. My mother's given me a few ideas, but most of all, we're just talking about what we're going to do afterwards to celebrate.
Big party.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Brilliant. Well, for anyone, again, who hasn't got their tickets yet for whatever reason, I'm not sure what they're waiting for, but for whatever reason, if you haven't got your tickets for AEW All In, August 25th, Wembley Stadium, why should people buy tickets to come and watch Mariah May lift the AEW Women's Championship at Wembley Stadium?
Well, to wrestling fans, what you're going to witness is a cinematic masterpiece. It's not just going to be wrestling, it's not going to be something you've seen before, it's going to be entirely different. And to those of you who haven't seen wrestling and are wondering what it's all about, if you like sports, if you like drag queens, if you like theatre, if you like entertainment, give it a go. There are super affordable tickets and it's going to be an amazing experience that you won't forget. I've been to Wembley Stadium myself to see concerts, to see football, to see sports, and every time I have an amazing time with my family and friends. So if you're thinking about it, if you want to try something different, I truly, truly do recommend it. And also, I'm going to win. You're going to watch me win.